My name is Rory Houlihan. I ran for U.S. Senate last spring 2016 to stop the ticking time bomb so I could put our economy on track for a bright new day instead of all things ending. Well, I lost the election and I'm not running, but the ticking time bombs are still here. If not more so, let me educate you on the ticking time bombs and give you the rest of the story. Part 19.2b. Elcons are the greatest threat that our country has ever faced. Uh, Ever wondered why Israel wandered the desert for 40 years so 2 generations could be domesticated and get rid of those low no OTs from their ranks to rid Israel as many of these evil men, and that gave Israel nation a real advantage when it came to war also? Understand, low OTs are self-centered, undisciplined, and undependable. Kind of sounds like a precedent. The low nos are the first to break ranks, leaving those that stood their ground sides open for attack. That led to bloodbaths and lost you the battle and the war. In the battle days, there is a reason why every army in this world values discipline and honor. When all hell breaks loose, good men stand and the rear ends don't. Good men sacrifice and rear ends won't. Remember Jesus' parallel of seeds? Some fell upon thistles, some fell upon rocks, some got trampled, but some fell on good ground and produced 100 times fold. Well, the low OTs are the can'ts, don'ts, and won'ts, but the high OTs are the willing. We have had several times stood in line, or I have in several times stood in line at the grocery store and had a person next to me turn to me and point out a young woman with 3 children, all of whom looked like they came from different men. She is not the problem. She is the victim of a problem. The problem is the person who is missing from that line. The man. Young women have to go through duds to find that stud. So, she needs to be protected. You buy a gun to protect yourself from the bad guys. Why not contraceptives? Buy contraceptives for young women to protect them from the bad guys too. Is not an ounce of prevention worth a whole pound of cure? Understand this. I and my honey bunny were thinking about having children when we made our anti-abortion decision. I shelved my having children with the honey bunny. I was working now 3 jobs with 3 hours of sleep a night. What, work 4 jobs and have no hours of sleep? Not humanly possible. Good men sacrifice, rear ends don't. Asked if I would do this again? Yes, but this is me. The 2 guys, the one that said to me, F you and F off to work, and the guy looking for the next sugar mama, they each have 5 children from different women. And if you are going to make them pay, you can't push a wet noodle. Believe me, I know from firsthand experience. From my experience, if you do not protect the young woman, then you only chump, one way or another, the good man. When Bill Goodman pressed me for an answer whether I would support Planned Parenthood or not, I had hung my head down and said yes. It was a sad, sad moment for me. I had to face the fact that Planned Parenthood is, in fact, better for our Christian society than the unplanned parenthood of the anti-abortion movement. That if you are truly against abortions, and I am, then protecting young women with contraceptives is the only good solution. That way, when a young woman finally meets up with that good man, They can have as many children as they wish. That is why God the Father went to such extreme measure as to have stoned both the adulterer and the adulteress, to protect the good, hardworking man, and thereby keep the camp going and keep his people alive. His measures in the end made Israel stronger and more unified and gave them a real advantage in the new world when they finally crossed that river Jordan. One has to wonder why conservative talking heads lie about the FDA approved morning after pill being an abortion pill when it only keeps young women from releasing an egg for 5 days, which is not an abortion. Why conservative Christian businesses are against paying for women's contraceptives. And then you realize they are for help. Always lower prices, always lower wages, always worse and worse products, and our world that they need to either chase or create poverty to enslave us folks. And nothing makes a young woman poorer and more government dependent than an unplanned pregnancy. No, I am a Democrat because I am a Christian and I stand for Christian values. And my goal is to make our people stronger, hard-working folks who will be independent and not weak and government dependent. That is why, if you want to make your people strong, you stand up and protect the good man and not the no OTs, rear ends. And the last thing you do is put a low no in power. As an economist, I am taught to use both the carrot and the stick. Having read the Bible, I know the best actions is to use carrots to reward good, but to use sticks to reward bad. That using sticks only takes a tough line, chumps the good man and good folks, and using carrots only will only enable the rear ends to hurt more. Only a balanced carrot and stick approach will work. So, if I play tit for tat, all my actions will be effective. Part 19, 2B, help cons are the greatest threat that our country has ever faced. You have a good and blessed day. Bye.